everybody, it's me, Tess, with Tess Loves Yarn. And you guys, we are here today to make a very exciting, quick, and easy project. These are great for gifts for all the girls and women in your life, and possibly men, because men like these too sometimes. But what you're asking is it? Granny square earrings. These are granny squares. And it's so easy to make these. You are not going to believe how easy you can make these with just a few little items that you can get at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or any craft store near you. All you are going to need are some little jump rings. These are called jump rings, and I'm going to show you what they look like right here. They're just little bitty metal rings that open up. They have an opening, and you just open them up with a little needle nose plier. Now you can also get these little pliers at the craft store. They're very inexpensive. Or if you're young, your dad might have one in his toolbox. If you're married or have a boyfriend, they might have one in their toolbox. So you may not have to purchase one, but if you do have to purchase one, they're not that expensive. And this is really the only one you need, the needle nose plier. Okay, so you need that. These little jumper rings, by the way, are like $1 something for a package, like literally $1 something. And if you go to Hobby Lobby, they are on sale for 50% off almost every other week. Their jewelry findings are on sale a lot. The other item that you're going to need is your earring hooks, and those look like this. They're just little hooks with a little circle on the end, just like that. Okay, can you see that? Yeah. All right. And basically that is the only thing extra you need other than your regular crochet stuff, which is your needle. I use a 2mm needle from We Crochet. This is the Dots crochet hook. It's a 2mm needle. It's the smallest needle I own right now, so that's why I'm using this. Also, let's see. Oh, just a small little darning needle and a pair of scissors and finger weight yarn, any finger weight yarn. Okay, so that's it, you guys. And before I turn the camera down, I'm going to take you through start to finish on how to do this. And it is super quick, super easy. You're going to be shocked. If you've never made jewelry before, you can do this. It's so darn easy. I guarantee you. Okay. So before I turn the camera down, I just want to say, if you are new here and you like me, you like my videos, I would be tickled pink if you'd hit that subscribe button. It helps me so much with YouTube, and it's completely free. Also, the thumbs up also is very helpful because YouTube Analytics loves thumbs up. If you are a returning subscriber, you guys know I have so much gratitude in my heart for each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And also I want to mention, I do have private memberships to my channel, and I do have private members that are on that membership. And to those people, oh my gosh, you guys, my appreciation for you is to the moon and back. Thank you so much for being here with me through thick and thin, you guys. Yeah, we share. My private members and I, we share things. So anyway, thank you everyone for being here. I'm going to flip this down. We're going to get into it, and you're going to see how easy it is to make these wonderful earrings that can be given as gifts or sold at markets. All right. So here we go. Okay, everybody. So I have the camera down and we are going to make a magic loop. Very easy. This is how I do it. I just lay the yarn and I'm the end of the yarn over my finger like this, and then I wrap the working yarn, which is your yarn attached to your ball, around my finger, and I crisscross just like this and go over the top of my finger. Then I come under the first strand of yarn right here, and I grab that second yarn and give it a little twist, okay? And then you grab your working yarn and chain 1. And that is how you do a magic ring, okay? Super easy to do. And you can always pause the video and replay that if you need to see it again, okay? So now what we have our magic ring. We're going to start our granny square by putting 4 clusters in this magic ring, each separated by 1 chain. So I'm going to go in. I don't like doing 3 chains for my first stitch because to me it doesn't look like a double crochet. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to grab up a loop, and I'm just going to make a single crochet right here, okay? Very easy, a single crochet. And now on my single crochet, here's the top, and then there's this little side loop, okay? I'm going to go into the side loop, not the top, but I'm going to go into that side loop. I'm going to pull up a loop, and then I'm going to do another single crochet on top of there. And that is called a stacked double crochet, okay? And it looks like a double crochet. See? It looks much better than chaining 3. So now we're going to put 2 more double crochets in our magic ring or our magic circle, however you like to call it. So there, we have 3 double crochets now because the stacked double crochet counts as our first one. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to go back in and we're going to make another cluster of 3 double crochets. So that's 1, this is 2, this is 3. Super easy peasy. You're just making a regular old traditional granny square. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to go back in, do another cluster of 3 double crochets. There's 2, and there's 3. Okay, so now we have 3 clusters. We need 1 more cluster, so we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to put 1 more cluster, and that is 3 double crochets. Oops, get in there, you. Okay, I'm going to pull this a little tighter. It's getting a little loose. So now we're going to do our second double crochet and our last double crochet. That gives us a cluster of 3 right there. Oop, and this is what you have to be careful of too. I think that my yarn split right here, so I'm going to pull that double crochet out. Oh, let's see, did that split? Maybe it didn't. So I'm just going to put it back in. Okay, there we go. But you saw how easy it was to pull that double crochet out and check it, all right? So super easy to do. But now we have our 4 clusters, each separated by a chain. All right, we're going to chain 1 again, and then we're going to pull the end of our yarn to close that circle up. Okay, there we go. That's all closed up. And now we're just going to go into the top of our very first stitch that we started, which was our stacked double crochet, and we are going to join that with a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 1. Okay, and there is our foundation for our granny square. And now we're going to go in with our second and final round. This is only 2 rounds, everyone. So I'm going to make another stacked double crochet. So I'm just going to do a single crochet, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab that little side loop. I'm going to pull that through and do another single crochet. Now we're going to do 2 more double crochets, which will give us a total of 3. And we're making a corner now. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to go back into the same chain 1 space as our other 3 double crochets that we just did. And we're going to put 3 more double crochets in that same space. Okay, just like this. That's 2. And this is 3. Now, this is where a lot of people will do different things, okay? Some people like to chain 1 in between their clusters. Other people don't. I happen to be a person who doesn't like chaining in between clusters. So I'm not going to. I am just simply going to wrap my yarn and go into the next chain 1 space. If you pull your clusters apart, you can see those chain 1 spaces. I'm just going to go into the next one without chaining, and I'm going to make a double crochet. Now we're going to do another corner. So we're going to do our 3 double crochets. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to go back into the same space that we just came out of, and we're going to do 3 more. Okay, and this is what creates our corners and makes our project square. All right, and that is the 3rd one right here. So now we're going to skip over to our next chain 1 space, and I'm going to go right through. Now if you want to chain 1 in between your clusters, go right ahead. There's no set rules on this. This is just my preference not to chain 1. Okay, so here's my first 3 double crochets for this cluster. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to go back into where I just came out of with those 3 double crochets, and I'm going to put 3 more double crochets right in here. Okay, 1 more, and that cluster is finished. And now I'm going to go over to the last chain 1 space, and I'm going to do another corner, which is 3 double crochets, a chain 1, and 3 more double crochets all into the same space. Okay, so that's 3, chain 1, and we're going to do 3 more. Whoops. There's 2, and there is 3. Okay, just like that. Now don't forget to chain 1. Oh, you know what? we're not going to chain one because I'm not chaining one through between my clusters. But if you are, don't forget to chain one here. Now I'm just going to go right in to my very first top of that first stack double crochet that I made, and I'm going to slip stitch because I didn't chain one in between my clusters. Okay, so just like that, then you're going to just very simply chain one, and then you're going to cut your thread or your yarn. Obviously cut your yarn, not your thread. There you go. And then just pull tight on that. Okay, and we have our little granny square. Okay, perfect little granny square. Very sparkly. I know you can't see it here, but I wish you could see that sparkle in this summer nights. But anyway, it's very pretty. So now what we're going to do is we are going to weave in our ends. A trick for that: wrap your yarn around your needle like this, and then pinch it with your nail, pull it out, and then wiggle it through your needle, just like that. Okay, works every time. Then we're going to just simply weave in our end, pull this tight. This is your middle one. Sorry about that noise out there. It's trash day. Got some trash men out there. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna weave this in, and make sure you're weaving it in on the back side. The back side will be all bumpy, and then this is your front side. Actually, that's not a trash man. That's a tree man. I live in the Midwest, and we have had a lot of storms here over the last week. So actually, our governor has declared us a state of emergency because we have had so much damage and loss of life here due to the storms. Just awful. So anyway, I'm just weaving in these ends on the back side of my earrings. I like to just take a few stitches and zigzag. Go in one side, come up, grab a few stitches, go back out, and then do that one more time. So a total of 3 times. But if you're going to do these earrings, you can always use a little bit of starch, like that you use for your laundry, spray starch. And that actually helps hold your stitch in as well. So, but if you weave it in like I did, it's not going to come out. So no worries. So here I'm just going to weave in this last one, and then I'm going to show you how to put these findings on. Okay, so I am going to just go through the next top loop, both of those with this one at the top, just like that, and then I'm going to come back out through the next one, just like that, and then I'm going to go down the back. Okay, so you always want to weave in on the back side of your work so that it doesn't show. Okay, and then just kind of gently pull it. You don't want to pull too hard or it'll make an indentation in your square, and you don't want that. Okay, and let's see, I grab some other ones here, and I go in a different spot, and I grab a few more, and then I pull it the opposite way. And now I'm going to go back up here and grab a few of these stitches and go the opposite way of that. Okay, So now I have my ends all weaved in here. Now you can block these if you want. You know, you can block little mini granny squares like this. Just take some pins, and if you have a foam board or anything, cork board, and you can block these and make them really square. You know, make those corners really square if you want to. And there we have our little tiny granny square. And now what we're going to do, we're going to grab our little needle nose pliers here and this tiny little ring. And what you want to do, there's an opening on this ring. You just want to find the opening. It's right there. And you're not going to pull it out. You're going to twist it sideways, just like that. So see how that looks? You're just twisting it sideways. And then you're going to get your little granny square. Now you can make these hang in a diagonal so it looks like a diamond, or you can put them in the middle here and make it hang like a square. I happen to really like these hanging, hanging like a diagonally. And so you're just going to put this little tiny circle ring, which is called a jump ring, through your project. And I put it in always put it in a chain space. So see, between your clusters, I just happen to put it in the corner space. You could put it in the middle and have it hang this way, you know, but I like them hanging this way. Now you're going to take your little earring finding, and that goes on this little ring next. But you want to make sure you have the back of your project and the front of your project so you know which is which. This is the back of my project, so I want the hook facing the back of the project. So I'm going to just simply put this on right through the little jump ring, right through. My hook is facing the back. And then I'm going to grab this with my hand, and I'm just going to twist it back. So you're not pulling it open, you're twisting it, and then you're going to twist it closed, just like that. And see how that's nice and closed? And then there you have it. That is your granny square earring. Okay? And just remember, your earrings will vary on size depending on the yarn you use and the hook size you use. So there we have our granny square earrings. Beautiful and so easy to do. And you guys, depending on where you live, you can sell these from anywhere from $8 to $12 at markets, and people love them. They just love them. So there you go. Now, one thing that you can do if you'd like to, and I do this for granny squares that I'm going to be selling, I do block them, and then I do give them a little spritz with the Faultless Premium Ironing Spray. It's starch, you guys. It's like a starch. And I get this at Walgreens. It's $3.99 for this huge 20-ounce can. I mean, it's huge. And you just need a tiny little spritz, you know, and spritz them before you put the findings on. I'm making these for me, so it doesn't matter to me, but spritz them before, you know, just a little spritz, and it'll help it keep its shape, and it'll help keep the fuzzing down. And you let it dry, and then you turn them over and spritz them again. But do it before you put your metal findings on. I would do it before putting the metal findings on, okay? So there you have it, everybody. That is how you make these beautiful granny square earrings. And I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you enjoy making some granny square earrings. So leave me a comment below and let me know, do you make any jewelry? And are you going to try this easy granny square earring? Let me all know. And don't forget, you guys, these can go in a birthday card to send to a friend. What a sweet little gift. And it just goes in a regular envelope with your birthday card. You know, I would love to get one of these. You know, they're just so cute. They're absolutely adorable. So anyway, that is our video for today, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And please, if you have not subscribed and you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. And yeah, you all know what's next. Be kind and be safe out there in the world, no matter where you are. And I will see you all next time.